Welcome everyone to round 5 of VVDL. We are about to start the qualifying session of the French Grand Prix, and today I'll be joined by Tolzer.
Hello everyone.
Welcome everyone. So let's see, we have a very exciting and qualifying session ahead of us, and let's see who gets the pole position.
Yeah.
Any prediction?
Oh, it's raining!
Oh,
We have rain in qualifying.
so it's going to be a very interesting qualifying session then. And let's see if we have also rain for the race, or maybe it's a dry race.
Well, rain in qualifying does put some challenges. Okay, I've gotten some reports from the weather that the race is gonna start wet but go into dry, or
Okay,
start on intermediate conditions.
okay. So we're gonna have a very interesting first part of the race as well.
Yeah.
And I think the first car coming out is Back Row or Sanix.
Yeah.
So
Also
Sanix,
has.
everyone is on Inters. Well, everyone. The two cars coming out are on intermediate tires. So let's
I
see.
think. Yeah, I mean, I don't think a lot of people are happy with the rain, but maybe some welcome it.
Yeah, last time it rained. I think it was actually on the last Grand Prix on the Netherlands. We have got it, I think, in P4 or P3, and also XT in high placed as well.
Yeah.
So we might see
I think
drivers that
yeah.
are not usually in the top 10, maybe in the top 10.
The already tricky Sector 3 section is gonna be even more trickier with the wet conditions. It's a lot of slow corners and low grip corners.
Let's see, because the fast right corner might be able to do it flat out, but maybe some
Yeah,
drivers
it's
need
a
to
risky
drift.
one though.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I was on the onboard camera with Luca, and he did it flat out, but it's obviously on low fuel and no ERS deployment. So
Yeah.
let's see when he comes later at a higher speed if he lifts or if he goes flat out. So it's almost everyone on the track now,
Yeah.
and Luca with Alfa Romeo is going to be the first driver to set a lap, unless
Weirdly
he.
enough, both the McLarens are still in the pits.
Yep,
I'm not sure. Maybe the pit crew are having issues.
yep. Also, both McLarens have been qualifying really close between them.
Yeah.
In Singapore, I think both of them were like in the same 10th, so they have very similar pace. And let's see, because they always start more or less in the same position, but they
Oh,
always.
quite a bit of traffic here. People starting their laps. Oh, Ruben almost spinning into the pits on his start
Ooh,
there.
definitely first drivers to struggle with the rain.
And obviously, there's some challenge to leave the space for the car in front to do his lap, so you can do your lap as well.
Yep. There's also some traffic for Luca, who did flat out the right hander corner,
Yeah.
and he's now coming to the tricky third sector. Has a little bit momentum there and loses the rear, but keeps the car on track, and he's about to close the first lap. Let's see what's his time. And I think there is a racing point span in the straight. We have a yellow flag there.
Let's see who that is. Higgsy.
So that's Hixie with the first spin, as Luca goes first with a 140.5.
Sonic's also coming to the end of his lap. Let's see what he does.
And Sanix goes second place.
Now back row.
Badra was in a second place now. Just
Got Tito, that was on for a good lap, I think.
yep. And Gotita
Yeah,
was first.
there you go.
So we were saying it earlier that Gotita
Oh,
was
it
with
was
good
short-lived
pace.
though. Neth beat him again.
Yep. And we'll now have like 4 or 5 drivers coming in.
Yeah, yeah.
So the timing will
So
suffer.
Williams,
Red goes
Raid
first.
going pole.
And let's see, because now there is an Alpha Tauri coming. P5.
Yeah. David with P5 so far. And Merkel is Lambert, P5.
I think there's also a racing point.
Assassin.
Assassin coming
Not a
in.
great lap.
Yeah. Starting
I
at his
think
lap
he's
now.
starting over though.
Yep.
Yeah.
And gets his lap invalidated. Track is extended out of the first corner.
Yeah.
So he'll need to wait for another lap.
Oh, Higgsy with a massive lap. 2 minutes 17 seconds.
That's going to be French world record for the French Grand Prix.
Yeah, yeah. Obviously, he hadn't spin.
Yep. So let's see if he managed to get in the top 10 now on his first.
Frankie going
second lap.
P3, Tino P7.
And both McLaren, one of the two McLarens is about to start his third lap, so that's Matthias.
Yeah.
Coming
Cotita going
now.
pole on his second lap.
Yep, that's a very good lap for the Ferrari.
Yeah, looks like you can do more than one lap, so that's fortunate.
Yep. So you have enough battery to do 2 time laps. And now,
Raid going
yeah,
quicker.
exactly. So I think that it might be drying out.
No, I think they're just getting used to the conditions.
Yeah, but I mean, as the season goes, we might have maybe a drier track later, maybe.
Maybe.
So let's also keep an eye on that. As we see, think that's Hixie about to cross the
No.
line.
Assassin.
Oh, that's Assassin, okay. Yeah, Hixie got his lap invalidated as well.
Yeah.
So we have many drivers getting their laps invalidated. It's obviously easy to extend as there is a lot of runoff area.
Yeah.
I think the Suso is about to close his second time lap. And he goes on P6. So that's a decent lap for the Alpha Tauri.
Yep.
As we have Lambert improving his personal best for like half a second. Let's see how he goes on the third sector. And most of the drivers now coming into the pits and fitting a new set of filters.
Yeah.
So we might see the first drivers switching, trying to go into the 38s.
Yeah, Raid really has a good gap on the rest currently. Very quick lap.
Almost half a second gap to the next car. As Lambert now goes into P7. I think most of the drivers are doing 2 to 3 laps and then coming to the pit, so
Here comes Assassin. But not the quickest lap, as you'd expect from him.
yeah, maybe he had a bad lap, but actually it's quite close between 9th and 13th place, only 3 tenths
Yeah.
between those 5 drivers.
True. That is true.
And between P5 and P7 it's just a tenth, so we might see a very tight qualifying session in the midfield. Obviously everyone will start on a new set of tires. So
Shep's coming to the end of his lap.
as Seps goes P4.
Well, that's strong from Sheps there.
It's also has coming and that's Neth starting his second time lap.
And Matthias improves to P6.
Good lap there for the McLaren, as his teammate is still on the pit.
Yeah, Silverado yet to go out, I think.
Yeah. So there's only 3 drivers that haven't set a lap, which are Robert, Silverado, and Brownie.
Yeah,
We are not expecting Brownie to set a lap,
no, true.
but let's keep an eye on Robert and Silverado. Sneth is now on the chicane. There is a Renault about to start the first time
Assassin, I
lap.
think he's been improving. Yeah, go second.
So that's a very good lap for the Racing Point, as you were saying it earlier. You would expect a
Yeah.
better lap from him, and he delivered.
He
As
delivered.
Sneth had a moment and almost lost the car on the fast right corner, managed to catch it, but that's going to be an aborted lap. Frank is also starting another time
Oh,
lap.
I think Frankie just. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, he's
Not sure
starting.
what happened.
Yeah, there was a yellow flag because this was an Alpha Tauri giving a space. So Robert is also starting another time lap as Brownie has set a lap and now up into P15th.
Hmm.
Interesting.
Maybe he forgot to invalidate.
Yeah. Let's keep an eye now that Frank is coming to the end of the second sector. And he goes purple, or that's what the map says. Sometimes it's just personal best, and sometimes it's best. Let's see now that he's coming to the third sector. He can close the lap on improving.
Robert finally setting a lap. Puts him P15.
Yep. Now Frankie coming to the last corner. It's a Racing Point ahead of him. And
Higgsy
that's Higgsy.
invalidated his lap.
Let's
So
see.
he had to set a valid lap. Or a good valid lap.
Yep. Let's see if Higgsy can get a good lap as Frankie goes first.
Oh, okay.
So that's the first driver to go on the 38s.
And 38.6, that's pretty far into the 38s. Very impressive. And Higgsy spins!
And Higgsy goes for another spin. Out of the second corner.
Really embracing the meme here, Higgsy. As Sonics goes quicker, puts him P11.
Yep. So that's 11th place for the Haas driver. As we have Mercedes on the start finish line and a Ferrari as well. That's Godita about to start another time lap.
I think Ruben is coming to the end of his lap. And I think he's improving. Yeah, just a little bit.
Yep. And I think Lucas set the soft tire. He fitted the soft tire, but that was probably just unexpected to back as Sonix has retired. I think
not
Sonix
sure
has a spin on the main straight, and Sonix has retired.
Yeah, that is I'm not sure if he did it on purpose or like hit the wall or not.
Unsure what happened to the Haas driver, but he's now out of this qualifying session. Meanwhile, we have Gotita and Ruben, both Ferrari drivers, on a new time lap. So let's see if they manage to improve their times. That's not a good lap for Gotita. Let's see his teammate.
Daisy's gonna go for yet another attempt here. It's only 3 minutes and 45 seconds left.
Yep.
I think we're gonna see a lot of people go out at the end and improve their times.
Yep, because the rain seems to be lighter. And seeing Frankie's lap time, I think there's room to improve.
Yeah.
As we see Ruben going to the pits. And David retiring. I think he spun out of the fast right corner, so
Yeah.
that's Silvero retiring as well without setting a lap time, so that's going to be
Last
P20,
first challenge.
maybe.
Who knows? Maybe he had to do something else.
Hicks is improving by 16 seconds, his previous best time, as he loses the rear a bit. There is a McLaren ahead of him, that's Matthias on his out lap, and he will start his third flying lap. Now we have a lot of drivers on their out lap and probably do their final and last lap. Let's see now where Hicksy goes.
Looks good.
P3.
39.4. P3.
So that's a very good lap for the Racing Point driver, just ahead of his teammate. Let's see, because now Gotita is on a flying lap as well. He was improving 3/10 his previous time, so let's see, because
Back row is improving as well. Yep.
we might see Gotita on P3. And that's P2.
Oh, P2. Goes 6,000s quicker than Raid.
So that was a very good lap for the Ferrari driver. Yes, as Matthias almost spun out of the chicane. So that was a bit unfortunate for the McLaren driver. He was improving his previous lap time. And I think Assassin is going to start his final flying lap. Let's see, because I think Neff has out of pace. So let's see. He managed to beat Frankie for pole. As we see, that was Robert improving and going to P14.
Oh, somebody's in the wall.
And that's an AlphaTauri. That's Susu in the wall.
Yeah, just after turn 2.
We saw Hicksy spinning there a couple of minutes ago. As Luca goes past him and is about to finish his first sector and improving 3/10 his previous lap time. So now the time is over. Everyone crossing the line will have
Lambert improves to P6.
his last lap, and yeah, Lambert goes P6. Really close between Hicksy, Assassin and Lambert. All three of them.
Raid is improving. Is he improving?
I think he's improving.
I think he is, yeah.
So let's see now when he goes the line.
Let's see.
And Raid goes P2.
Yes, he can. Oh, very close to getting Frankie in there.
Yeah, Frankie is not going
now
to
Assassin heading up to the line. Can he scratch pole? No, not quite. He does improve though.
That's P3.
Doesn't change the position. Already had that position already.
Yeah, and Frankie's not going to improve. He got his lap invalidated, so maybe Neth can take pole. Let's see. Coming out in the last
Luca
corner.
is not going quick enough. But he does improve, P4, very good.
Yeah, very good lap for the Alfa Romeo driver. Now Matthias improved to P8
maybe?
and P8. So that's going to be for
Arfuentes.
Yep.
P7.
P7.
Some more cars, Tino. And I think that's Sebs.
That's Sebs. On 11th place, and I think back row is going to be the last driver.
Yeah.
And he's going to the pits. So that's basically it. Pole position for
Yeah.
Frankie Pie, second place for Wraith, and third place for Gotita. Very close. In the midfield, we have 4 drivers in the same 10th with 39.4 with Hexi, Ruben, Lambert, and Ned.
And well, only 6/10 splitting P3 and PL to P11, so it's very close.
So let's see, because we're going to start to have a start of the race in the intermediate tires.
Yep.
As we have in the Dutch Grand Prix, and let's see when the crossover comes, because the drivers spotting getting the opportunity earlier might get a payout later.
Yeah, it's going to be see who can be most effective on these intermediate tires.
Yeah.
Make them last. Maybe do they have to pit once for new inters or not? That's going to be interesting to see.
Yeah. Let's see. Because we see again Gotita on a third place on the with the rain. So it's definitely the rain is very seems to fit the Ferrari driver. Well, actually both Ferraris because Ruben got a 7th place as well.
Yeah.
So let's see. Let's also remember that France is a common place to get penalties. So drivers with less penalties will also get some places maybe at the end of the race.
Yeah. Main issue is probably extending after turn 2 and chicane in the middle of the straight.
Yep.
And the slow left-hander in sector 3. Yeah, there's a couple of
Yeah.
spots that are tricky, but I don't think it's as bad.
So according to the playtest strategy, those intermediate tires should last about 14 laps, maybe. Depends if you're doing
Okay.
1 or 2 stops. So let's see.
Yeah, it's gonna be interesting.
Everyone is on the intermediate tires, I think. Yeah. So we have a very light rain. And let's see how long it lasts until it stops raining. I think Brownie will have a harder race in turns to get back to the field, to the top, because he's on the same
Yeah.
strategy as everyone. As for now, let's see maybe later.
Overtaking in the wet is not easy.
Yeah, it's much more difficult than overtaking in the dry, as DRS is disabled. But France is usually a place where you have many overtakes. So let's see if
Yeah.
the long straight can help. Although we don't have DRS for the early for these first laps. I think some drivers are
Yeah.
trying to do the first corner flat out to see if they can do it in the race. Maybe they are just testing how is the track. And let's see.
Any predictions?
Interesting, because we'll have a difficult race for everyone, as it's
Yeah.
going to be from intermediate to dry. But I think Frankie has a very how do I say it? I think
He's in a good position.
yeah,
Let's just say
exactly,
that.
yeah. He's in the best position to win the race, starting from pole, and
Yeah.
he has very good pace. I think Red can get a podium, and
Well, yeah,
then
he's in good position.
I don't know who will get P3 because it's quite tight between Gotita, Luca, and both racing points. I
I think.
think Assassin might get
Yeah.
it.
I think Assassin might be a dark horse for the victory.
Yeah.
Like, he could win this, I think, if he does everything right. Everyone's getting lined up.
So we have the 5 red lights. And away they go. That's a good start for Frankie. That's Godita getting
Tito
saved by
also with a good
Scythe.
start.
And we have a front wing damage for Assassin. Assassin now in the last place, as we see Godita side by side
Oh
with
no.
Wraith. And that's Hixie, and that's Luca overtaking the Ferrari.
Yeah.
So Godita tried to
Good.
get P2 and he's now down into P4. And I want to see what happened at the back.
Yeah, I'm not sure what happened with the Assassin there.
Yeah, there was some contact at the start with Assassin and someone else. I'm not sure who the other car was. And I think that Seb's in last place. Sometime down the order, so
Yeah.
something might have happened to the Williams. Maybe some spin, maybe that was contact with someone.
Brownie already up into P14.
Yeah.
Good start from him.
Meanwhile, we have Sanix trying to overtake Assassin. And David has overtaken Sanix at the outside of the right corner and almost touched the back of David. And David goes wide and Sanix gets his place back. So that's some fight going on here at the back of the grid. Meanwhile, at the top we have Gotita and Hixie quite close. Let's see, Gotita tries to overtake Luca. He's quite far. That's Assassin is staying out, so I think he can live with that front wing damage for the moment.
There's a bit of end plate damage by the looks of it.
Let's see.
He's staying out.
Yeah, I think he has to be waiting for the moment the train stops, and maybe he'll change the front wing then. But let's see, because he'll probably lose time to the cars in front of him. Meanwhile, we have half a second, and that's Sanix retiring.
The VSC, Sanix just hit the wall.
So that's
presumably lost the grip coming out of the corner and couldn't save it.
So that's the first DNF of the race. That was Sanix, and we have the first
Luca
VSC.
Dropped quite a big of a gap to Raid there. I'm not sure if that was before the VSC happened or if that happened after the VSC came live.
I think there was a second difference between Raid and Luca.
That is interesting.
So let's see, maybe he's just giving space and dropping the delta to push earlier, maybe.
Yeah, obviously they fixed the bug where you could go before VSC ended.
Yeah.
Into the red, that is. But now everyone has to be careful so they don't get a drive-through penalty.
Exactly. As Frank is 2 seconds, almost 3 seconds.
Will we see anyone with wing damage? Probably. Maybe Assassin will pit here.
Yeah, let's take a look at the racing point as the VSC.
No, VSC ending.
Yeah, VSC has just ended as Hixie is quite close to Gotita. I think Tino has overtaken back row for P11.
Well, let's see. Still need to go through the corner. Back row staying on the inside. Oh, a little tap! And Tino goes through. Now back row is struggling because Brownie's right behind him. Is Brownie gonna make the move here? He's gonna have the inside, but then not on the outside for the next corner. Side by side. Has the outside here, but then we'll have an inside for the next corner. And Tino looking at Matthijs as well. Tino going around the outside of Matthijs. Amazing move there. Does Matthijs have damage maybe? He's going very slowly.
Yeah, Matthijs has front left wing damage.
Yeah. So Matthijs losing 2 positions there. Gonna lose a third. Tino into P10, Brownie P11, back row P12.
As Letosi overtakes Matthias, Assassin is getting past the McLaren as well. So that's
Ty's
very
really
unfortunate.
struggling.
Yeah, that's very unfortunate for the McLaren as he's being overtaken now by another car. And meanwhile at the front, yeah, Red has managed to pull almost a 3 seconds gap between him and Luca.
Yeah.
Scotito is really close to the Alfa Romeo driver. Let's see if he tries to make a move now on the main straight.
Doesn't get good enough of an exit.
Yeah, we were
And
saying it,
Matthias pits for wing repair.
as you were saying it earlier, it's going to be quite difficult to overtake on the line.
Yeah, there's longer brake distances and less grip. Just makes it a lot harder.
Let's take now a look on Brownie. He's quite close to Tino. If he gets a good exit, he might try to make a move on the straight, but I think he's quite far away. And I think at the back, David is quite close to Assassin. But again, Assassin is quite close to Letozzi. No, actually, Silver Arrow close to David. That's not enough. And we're at the front, I think Godita is trying to look for any gap that opens to drive Luca. He's definitely showing that he has more pace.
Just hope he's learned his lesson from Sandroad and not does the same move as he did last time, causing himself a spin.
Yeah. Meanwhile, we also have Fuentes up into pit 6, so... As Luca goes into the pits. And Gotita as well, Gotita everyone is...
Everyone in. Oh yeah, the rain has stopped, and I think that's the transition period. Somebody's staying out. I think it's
Fuentes. That's Fuentes.
Ruben's staying out one more lap. Doesn't want to double stack with his teammate.
Yep.
Same does Tino. He goes out. Does anyone double stack?
I think everyone is double stacking instead
yeah,
the Ferraris.
The Mercedes are double stacking. Back row is getting held up. Lambert pitted before him. Let's see what tires people go on.
I
think the Renault's also double stacked.
Yeah. And that's very unfortunate for Matthias. He just pitted on the last lap.
And yeah.
So Tino is staying out as well.
And Luca staying out.
Yeah. So Frankie and Wraith have fitted the soft tire. Gotita has gone for the medium tire. And Hex and Ned, those two are with the hard tire. So we have 5 different tire sets. 3 different tire sets on the provisional top 5, let's say, because Fuentes, Tino and...
It's going to be very interesting.
Luca need to pick.
Lots of different strategies here, and people on the intermediates are struggling.
Yeah.
Oh,
Luca went for another set of intermediates on the pit stop.
Oh no! He forgot to change.
That's very unfortunate for the Alfa Romeo driver. I was quite shocked to see Luca on the intermediate tires as he pitted on the same lap as Felipe. And he's with a new...
Oh, that is unfortunate.
That's very unfortunate. As Brown is quite close to Suso. Suso is very close to Ned. Suso is coming to the inside.
Oh! Brownie has a great view of this, but can he go up the inside of both of them? No? Just Neth?
Just
probably
Neth.
So far? And Neth will have the inside. Oh! As Lambert almost spins out behind. I was trying to get a view. Brownie gets past Neth, and Suso gets past Neth. Neth dropping 2 positions. Now the other guys are pitting for their drives. Obviously, they have lost quite a lot of time there.
Yeah, they lost basically a full pit stop. So let's see where Fuentes Tino come out.
I still think they made the right choice. I think they would have lost more time if they...
Yeah, they were stuck. As Fuentes is P7, just ahead of Neth.
Yeah, I think they made the right decision to stay out because they didn't want to double stack.
Yeah, probably. I think the who gained the most it was Suso. Now up into P5.
Yeah.
And Brownie as well, up into P6
Brownie
already.
as well, yeah.
Yeah.
Brownie in prime position and on the quickest tires.
And Suso, I think, is about to make a move from Hixie.
I think Higgsy are. Oh, okay. Brownie as well.
Brownie's about to
Oh, Brownie
overtake.
on Suso. Double overtake. Can he do it? Oh, Suso trying to stick with. But Brownie makes the move. Wow. That is amazing.
That's what I call a move. Overtaking two cars in the same straight. As Nesri now diving to the inside of Fuentes.
Both on hard tires.
Fuentes goes wide. Let's see if Lambert uses the opportunity to overtake the Ferrari
Tino also right behind.
with the soft tire. So let's see, because Tino will have now much more grip than the cars ahead of him for this first laps. And let's see, because there is a 8 seconds gap between Reita and Gotita, as Lambert is getting past Fuentes.
Oh, dives into the final corner. How about the exit though? They have DRS.
Let's see, because Tino
also has a run.
is trying to get a good run on Fuentes. Goes into the inside and gets 9th place.
Nice move there. Ruben has to keep calm now. He has lost like 3 positions since coming out of the pits, so he's on the hard tires. I think the idea with the hard tires is just to go to the end, no more pit stop.
Yeah.
I think the soft people will have to stop again for the mediums.
That may doable. As Tino is getting past Lambert.
Yeah, just superior acceleration and obviously DRS.
Yeah. So let's see, because Suso is managing to stay within DRS from Brownie.
Yeah.
Let's see for how long, because that will probably help him.
Yeah, it's gonna be very interesting to see how this strategy pans out.
That's Raid.
Oh.
I think Raid had a spin.
Yeah, Raid had a spin, yeah. Half spin. Lost 4 seconds there. Yeah.
Let's see.
That's not gonna help with the tires either.
Yeah, exactly, because you overheat the tires quite easily here. And let's see if Gotita can use that opportunity to close the gap. As Seps is trying to get past Fuentes. Let's see, now he has a better exit. Let's see, he tries to make the move before turn 1. It's too far, we'll probably have to wait for the next opportunity.
Yeah. Anyways, what I was saying was we have the hard runners versus the 2-stoppers after the pits. So the race kind of started over when we went from wet to dry, and we have people trying to go to the end on hards, and people trying to do the soft medium or medium soft.
Do you think the hard tire will make it last until the last lap?
I would assume so. Maybe that's the gamble.
Yeah.
And Sheps makes a move on Ruben.
Let's see if Backrow tries to dive into the inside of. No, he doesn't.
Just
I think
much behind.
I think the Ferrari is definitely struggling with those hard tires.
Yeah.
Let's see, because now Backrow is going for the move. Now side by side and gets past the Ferrari.
No chance.
So
Tino behind the net, so I think it will be a similar story here with the soft tires versus the hards.
As Frankie says, another fastest lap of the race. I think those on the hard tires are definitely struggling for traction compared to everyone else. Obviously the tire difference is a huge factor, but let's see how long those soft tires last. Because I predict those soft tires will last for 8 to 10 laps maybe?
Something like that.
Let's see. And let's also keep an eye on what the drivers that have fitted the medium tires put after the second stop. Because they might go for a soft tire or maybe another set of mediums.
I think it's gonna be medium soft for them.
Yeah, I think that would be the smartest thing. Unless there is a safety car coming.
Yeah.
So let's see now Tino trying to make a move on Neth, as Sebs is also quite close to Lambert. Sebs now side by side with Lambert and makes the move. So that's 9th place for the Williams. And while Neth is also closing the gap to Hixie.
And Tino right behind us.
See, because the soft tire has definitely much more grip on this third sector.
And especially out of the last corner, it's gonna be.
Yeah, Hixie has a bad exit, so Neth might try to make a move now. Ooh. Tino almost tapping the back of Neth. And let's see now Neth.
Somehow Tino not getting as good as an exit as he should have been.
Yeah. Hixie will keep 6th place for now. Let's see for how long. Meanwhile, we see Luca trying to get some places back, now up into P16. I think he overtook Silver Arrow on the last lap. And Brown is getting quite close to Gotita. He's only 1.3 seconds behind, as we see now Neth.
Oh yeah, Neth this time. I think Tino is too far behind.
Yeah, let's see if Tino dives. He stays just behind.
Higgsy needs to try and stay with Neth here now.
Yeah.
Get dragged along.
And we are having the first penalties, so Lambert and Silver Arrow are the only two drivers with penalties at the moment.
Yeah.
Let's see now Hixie staying, as you were saying, at the back of Neth. As Tino had a little moment there at the exit. And let's see, because as long as Hixie can stay at the back of Neth, I think Hixie will be able to defend from Tino. Because I think soft tires are starting to fade away. Maybe.
Yeah, but Frankie has already built up almost a pit stop gap to Neth. So he can pit and come out right behind them on fresh tires. So
Yeah.
maybe the soft call was good, at least for Frankie.
Let's see. Let's see if Tino tries to make a move on Hixie, because Hixie is quite close to lose the DRS. He goes very wide.
Does it get DRS?
No. So let's see. Tino is quite far, and Hixie gets under the second again. But let's see if Neth pulls away on the third sector. As meanwhile at the back we have Assassin overtaking Silver Arrow for P17. And Lambert is staying with Sebs on the DRS. On those medium tires.
On the top 5, Brownie has caught up to Cosito. He's within DRS. Cotita has been slowly catching Raid. Mediums are getting better than the softs.
Yeah, and Suso goes.
Suso's into it.
Yeah, so we have the first driver to go into the pits. He'll
onto mediums.
Yeah. He'll go into medium tires, and let's see where he comes out.
And I assume he's going to the end of those mediums. But
yeah, I think he's going to come out just in this group of cars. At the end of the group, so
he's an early pit stop?
Yeah, I think that's quite early. I think he got a lap or two more on those soft tires. But let's see, because now he has clean air to push and try to get closer to the cars ahead of him. I think the hard tires are now starting to feel even better than the softs, as Lambert is side by side with Sebs.
Still side by side. Going into the fast right-hander.
Amber has the inside.
Oh, Sheps goes wide there. Bit of a squeeze.
And yeah, I think the softs are definitely... Those drivers with the soft tires are starting to struggle now. So let's see if there is someone going to the pits, as Brown is now on the DRS of Gotita. And Seps goes to the
Tito's a
pits.
little bit.
So that's the second stop. The third, I would say, is Tino is going to the pits as well. Let's see, because now Gotita is also quite far from Raid, but closing the gap, as we were saying earlier. And Netozzi at the back of Robert, fighting for P10. Netozzi with those hard tires. So it's only 6 car on the hard tire. And let's see where they finish up, because I think Frankie will come out in 4th place, I think.
Yeah.
As
It's
Letozzi,
gonna be close.
yeah, Letozzi is trying to make a move on Robert. It's still far behind.
Frankie into the pits.
So that's Frankie to the pins. I think Raid will follow him.
Most likely, yeah.
And maybe
There he
Brownie.
goes.
But Brownie, I think he might be happy.
Oh, Brownie's staying out.
Yeah,
He's behind Gotita. Has DRS. He's happy to stay out. At least one more lap.
so let's see.
Where does he come out? I think he's gonna come out just in front of Neth. It's gonna be close though. No,
No,
Neth
Neth
is
ahead.
in front of him.
Yeah, and Hixie as well.
And Frankie, he's as well, yeah. So
Let's see,
just
because
to overtake the two corners.
Bagro will be ahead of Raid as well.
Yeah.
So now Raid has to overtake some cars that will be probably slower than him on all mediums and all hard tires.
And back row needs to pit as well as Lambert.
Let's see where the drivers on the medium tires will come out. So I think those drivers will pit in like 5 to 6 laps, as Fuentes is at the back row.
The hards are better than the softs now, so.
Yeah, back row is the only driver on the soft tires at this moment, so...
Well, Brownie as well.
Oh yeah, for sure.
But I'm pretty sure Brownie will be pitting now.
Yeah. Let's see.
Don't think he can stay within the DRS
Yeah,
longer.
He lost the rest to Gotita. And
dives into the pits.
So that's going to be, I think he'll come out in the group of Robert and Etoshi maybe. Let's see.
Well, I think he's gonna come behind the group there.
Let's see, because now Assassin is just at the back of Luca with the hard tire, so let's see now Brownie is on the pit exit.
Oh, there's gonna be a lot of traffic for Brownie here.
Yeah, Luca is going to be
comes
ahead
down.
side by side. I think they may have touched.
Brownie wants to stay ahead, but
yeah.
And now Assassin very close behind Luca here. Oh, that's some not space is not left.
Yeah, I think Luca didn't leave enough space. Let's see now, because both of them will have DRS, so Luca will be able to defend from Assassin.
Oh, Tozzi and Robert.
I think... Oh, Letozzi got front wing damage. He tapped the back of Robert, and he just got front wing damage. So that's unfortunate for the Alfa Romeo driver, because he didn't need to pit. And he will now have to wear that Frank with damage until the end of the race unless it's very severe and he might need to pit. David now will try to overtake Letoshi. And Letoshi goes into the pits.
Heading into the pits.
Yeah. And Frankie is at the back of Hixie. Dives into the first corner and gets third place.
Oh, that's a dive. Yeah. Frankie is racing Neth, technically for the lead, but I don't think there's gonna be much. It's only 2 seconds behind.
Let's see, because now.
Meanwhile, people starting to pick up penalties now.
Yeah, we have a lot of penalties right now. And I think Brownie will be able to overtake David.
Under pressure mediums.
As Wright gets past Lambert.
Brownie up the inside. Easy peasy. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Should be good.
Yeah, let's see. Now it's just at the back of his teammate. Yeah, dives the inside and gets 8th place.
Nicely done.
Meanwhile, we have at the back Assassin and Luca fighting each other. Let's see if Assassin finds a gap. As Susu is now up into P14, up just at the back of Silver.
David into the pit.
So that's the first pit stop for the drivers that went to the medium tires. So I think that's quite early, unless they go for another set of mediums, which is not the case for Robert. So I think that's a very early pit stop for Robert. And let's see he managed to keep those soft tires alive at the end of the race. Meanwhile, now Frankie is on the DRS of Neth. And Suso overtaking Silver Arrow for P11. That's nothing Silver Arrow can do. Let's keep an eye on Robert because he's the only driver on soft tires at the moment. And Assassin still at the back of Luca. Let's see now Gotita is into the pit, so that's another early. That's another early stop.
Yeah.
Let's see where he comes out. I think he's going to be quite far.
It's gonna be ahead of.
As Brownie gets past Ruben, and Gotita will come out side by side with Luca and Assassin. I think no, just ahead of those two. So he's got enough space.
And yeah, Frankie is probably gonna pass Neth here.
Yeah.
For the lead of the race. I do think the hards were a good choice though for Neth and Higgsy.
Yeah.
They don't have to pit, but let's see how.
Exactly.
Maybe they have to pit. I don't know.
Maybe they have to, but let's see, because I think they might be able to keep up with Frankie, or at least Neth might be able to keep up with Frankie for a couple of laps maybe. As Assassin gets past Luca, they're still side by side into the chicane.
Brownie gets past Lambert.
And Brownie is up into 5th place now.
Yeah, Brownie now only has a 3.5 second gap to Raid. Raid with a penalty, so another position for Brownie there. Can Brownie get a podium? I think he
might be able.
I think he can. Yeah.
And let's see who is the other one. Presumably Frankie will win the race. Yeah. So Lambert to the pits. I think it's only Matthias the driver that one of the drivers that went for the medium.
Oh, as
That is
Higgsy gets
also.
a penalty.
And that's the first penalty for the Racing Point. He's 7 seconds ahead of Higgsy. So. And I think Red made a mistake. Because Red is now 2 seconds behind Brownie.
I did not catch that.
No, I actually think
No,
Red
he's
disconnected.
disconnected.
Yeah.
He's this. Yeah.
And Matejska has retired.
In the pits.
As Gotita gets past his teammate and Red, and now up into P5. So that's unfortunate for the Williams driver, and he's just rejoined.
He was on for a podium, but
yeah, he'll try now to fight back. Lambert is about to overtake Robert for 15th place. Goes into the inside, gets the move done. That's one place.
And Raid is back, I think.
Yeah. I think the intervals are messed up on my.
Yeah, same.
So let's guide by the minimap. And that's Higgs into the pits.
Yeah, that is interesting.
And there is an Alfa Romeo coming to the pits as well. That's Luca.
I guess that suggests Neth will pit as well, but
yeah, maybe. Let's see. So there is only 8 laps to go.
Hazel will come out behind Tino.
Now we are starting to recover the intervals.
Luca will be behind Robert.
Robert got a penalty just on this lap. So I think that
Will
might
probably be behind Lutosi as well.
Yeah.
Yeah. Luca dead last.
He is now very close to his teammate. And he might be able to get past him even before the straight, but that's not the case. And while Assassin is now at the back of Ruben. Now let's see if Luca tries to overtake Letozzi and David in one move.
Lambert on his team as well, should be a move.
Letozzi tries to defend, still side by side. I think they van wheels. Luca got pushed out and Luca gets the move. So that's P17 as Lambert is now just at the back of back row trying to make a move.
Neth goes into the pits. Neth goes into the pits.
So
Hard's not making it to the end, so Ruben and Assassin are gonna have to pit as well as Silver Arrow.
As Lambert dives into the inside of his teammate, now he'll go.
Oh, Neth will come out. I think, did Higgsy jump? No, Neth is further forward. Yeah, my bad. He's right behind Silver Arrow.
As Lambert gets past his teammate. Meanwhile, Neth has come out just ahead of Silver Arrow. And he'll try to catch up with Wraith. He needs to overtake Suso, Fuentes and Assassin. Assassin has overtaken Fuentes for P5. So let's see, because if they are going to pit again, I think this is the moment. I think this is the moment to pit if they are going to.
Yeah, they have to pit. I think he makes a move on chaps. On the fresh soft tires. Has a look on Silver Arrow as well. Silver Arrow's on the old hard tires. Should be easy for Higgsy. As Higgsy, he's not far off Neth, so he did get a good undercut on Neth.
Yeah. As Neth is now joining the train of Assassin. Going to be a 4-car train now when Neth's join. As Godita is now up into P3 and 2 seconds from Brownie.
Yeah, but
obviously, exactly. Obviously, those soft tires are starting to drop performance in a couple of laps.
So Serrano into the pits, but Ruben and Assassin staying on.
And that's Neth getting 7th place from Suso.
No, wait, it's around in.
And Ned will now be at the back of Fuentes. I feel like Assassin and Fuentes are going to try to make it until the end of the race.
Yeah, maybe. I guess it's their only chance.
Yeah.
Now Neth right behind Ruben, but Ruben pulling away.
Yeah. I think Ruben is running with less front and rear wing setup than that. See,
But the exit here is a lot better for Neth.
Now Ned side by side.
Huge difference in those tires.
Let's see, because on the onboard camera from Ruben I see those front hard tires quite warm, so let's see if he might get a puncture at the end of the race. So now Ned will make a move on Assassin.
Ooh. Should have him into turn 1 though.
Yeah. Much better traction now, the exit of the last corner.
Slight tap there, but no nudge.
Side by side and gets the move done before the corner. So that's 5th place for the Haas driver. Let's see if he has enough time to catch Gotita. He's 9 seconds away.
Fortunately for Neth, he could clear the traffic very quickly, and now he can try and catch back up to Raid. And Higgsy is not so lucky. He has all those cars in between him and Neth.
Yeah. Let's see now. Higgsy has gone wide the exit of the corner, and he have DRS. So let's see, as Robert had to pit once again, and he's now down into last place. Suso quite close to Fuentes. Let's see if the Alpha Tauri can make a move on the Ferrari. So those car tires are definitely not having their best moment.
They're hoping to get a point or something, but I don't know, it doesn't look too promising, but it's only 4 laps left, so.
Yeah, it's only 4 laps left, but everyone else at the back is coming faster, so and both of them have penalties. So I think Assassin is just hoping for Fuentes to hold everyone up.
Yeah.
And let's see, Higgs is very close to Suso. I think he gets past the Alpha Tauri and up into P8. Higgs will now go after Fuentes. Stino is also quite close to Sebs. Neth is already under a second of Raid.
Yeah, does he get there? Yeah, he gets there here. Higgsy on Ruben also has there. Should be an easy move. And Lambert on Silver Arrow. That's going to be very easy for Lambert there. Yeah, these hard tires.
Yeah.
Are
I think
dead.
they took a risk on the pit stop. They thought that it would make it to the end, and they might make it, but obviously the performance has dropped massively.
I think it was the only chance they had of getting any good points because they were far behind already. So
yeah.
They were hoping track position would be in their favor, but I don't think that's gonna help.
I think Neth is
Assassin does have a better gap than Ruben, but
yeah. And Neth, I think, might make a move on Raid. There's not going to be now. Suso on the back of Fuentes, but Fuentes has DRS, so Ruben will be able to defend himself for this lap.
yeah, I think Neth's gonna get Gotita as well. No, that's too far actually.
Yeah, it's 7 seconds difference.
Depends on the Gotita tires.
Yeah, but Gotita's tires are starting to drop performance.
Yeah.
So.
Oh,
Fuentes has gone.
puncture!
Puncture!
Puncture on the front left for Ruben. So Assassin with 1 lap older tires, surely his tires are also on the edge.
Yeah, let's see, because I mean, maybe Assassin have driven more softly and more
Yeah.
kindly to the tires and may be able to make them last, but let's
That
see.
is not gonna. I mean, 3 laps left.
It's going to be really, really close. Skexy will now try to make a move on his teammate. Assassin leaves the gap. Hixie goes for the inside and gets 6th place. As Ned gets past Red for 4th place.
Yeah.
Let's see, because I
Well,
think Gotita's tires are starting to fade, and Ned is only 6 seconds away. Might
He needs to have 6 seconds in 3 laps, but
in 2 laps
2
actually.
laps.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Think that may be too much, but let's see.
Yeah. Also has to
It's a
not
yellow
pick up a
flag.
penalty.
That's
Ruben.
No, that's the Dodgy.
Oh yeah, both of them.
Yeah. As Ruben is in the pits already, and let's keep an eye on Assassin, because I am very, very interested to see if he makes it till the end of the race.
Yeah, I mean that would be very impressive.
There's a yellow flag on sector 3. I think that's the Letozzi retiring.
Letozzi retiring in the pits.
Now, Nef 5 seconds behind Gotita.
Yeah, it's closing in quickly. But is it just too much? We'll see. Suso also set to pass Assassin, but he can do that with penalties or just on track.
Yeah, I feel like
he should
Susu's
be fine.
tires are also quite worn, as I'm on his onboard.
Yeah,
So,
Tino's set to gain a couple positions as well. So, that's Ruben.
No, that's no,
no.
that's the Alfa. That's the Alfa Romeo Letozzi retiring.
Oh, is it? It's the car?
Yeah, it's the AI car still driving. So.
That's stupid.
Yeah, as Frank is now into the last lap, Assassin is going to start his last lap. Let's see if that tire makes it to the end.
Come on, hold on. He can get a point or 2.
22 laps on those hard tires. We are going to have a very, very exciting last lap, I think, with Assassin, Suso, Seb, Santino, all 4 of them quite close. Luca gets
really
past.
finding it's only Tino and Suso finding positions because Assassin and Chaps have penalties.
And Ned 2.5 seconds behind Gotita.
Oh,
so I think Ned needed 1 more lap.
Yeah.
Maybe. Because
just 1 more lap.
Let's see.
We'll see, maybe.
There's a yellow flag. That's Robert, I think. Yeah. Let's see.
They're all very close together there.
Yeah. Suso trying to stay close to Assassin. And Sepsi deploying all the energy he has left. Very, very close. As Frankie wins the race.
Yeah. Dominant victory from Frankie. And right behind Gotita. But
Oh!
What happened there?
What happened? Oh,
puncture!
Puncture!
Puncture! Gotita's puncture! Raid! Can Raid overtake and get the gap? I think Gotita is fine. Yeah, Gotita is fine, but he lost the left position.
Let's see Assassin. Let's see Assassin.
Assassin is fine. He kept it.
Oh my god. Assassin takes 8th place, 9th place now with penalties.
Yeah.
That's very unfortunate for Gotita. It loses the podium on the very last corner of the race. So Suso gets P7, Tino P8, Assassin P9, Steps P10, Lambert is just outside of the points. Wow, we have got a very, very exciting last lap that was just mind-blowing. The 2 punctures on the last 3 laps of the race.
We knew Gotita would be struggling on those softs.
But I definitely didn't expect a puncture.
Damn, that is... on the final sector he got a puncture.
That's very, very unfortunate for the Ferrari driver as he misses out the podium but still gets a very, very, very good 4th place. As Brownie gets driver of the day, starting from P19, now managed to get into 2nd place. I think he got a very relaxed race compared to everyone else, let's say.
Yeah.
Because we have had a very, very messy race in the end. And I think Suso and Tino got a place for the Assassin's penalties.
Yeah. They didn't have penalties, but
And
Assassin and
yeah,
Chips did.
exactly, yeah.
So Tino gained 2, Suso gained 1 at the end there.
And Red and Hixie were the other ones with penalties, but didn't make any difference.
No.
So that's been the French Grand Prix. I don't know if we might have someone in for interviews.
That was a good race with tons of different strategies after the wet period.
Yeah.
And yeah, very exciting people pushing the tires to the very edge
Yeah,
of their
exactly.
capabilities. Very impressed with Assassin there.
Yeah, exactly. I was about to say that Assassin very impressive making it, and also Silver Arrow as well. I think they were the only two to make it with one stop. It didn't work for Silver Arrow in the end, but it did work for Assassin. I honestly feel like Assassin could have got a better result if he did have 2 stops, maybe because I think he got pace. But considering he has front wing damage just at the beginning of the race, I think that's a good result for him.
Yeah, I mean, very good considering he had to pit very early.
Yeah.
For the wing damage.
And also a point for Sebs, so good result for the Williams. There's also a good result for Hixie after not having the best races at the beginning of the season.
Yeah.
And I think that's been basically the French Grand Prix. I don't think we have anyone for interviews.
Ugh, no, they're too shy.
Yeah.
They're too shy. God damn it. Anyway, thanks for having me.
Yeah,
Hopefully I'll be here from now on helping you out. I think it's a lot better to have 2 than 1. So
yeah, exactly. It's much more entertaining for me as well. So I can relax my voice on this.
Yeah.
So yeah, thank you everyone for coming. Thank you Toad for being here with me.
Yeah.
And that's
next weekend. What race is it next
that's
weekend?
Baku, I think.
Baku? Oh.
Yeah, I think so. So we'll have a very exciting race as well next week.
Yeah. Not everyone's favorite, but
yeah. So yeah,
all
that's
right.
it, and see you next week.
Yeah. See you.